They say beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but man, I've lived long enough to know the beauty also comes from the heart. Huge shout out to the developers at Mercury Stems for making this video possible. Hello beautiful people, today we're going to be taking a deep dive into Ayana. Well, not a literal dive, but we will be looking at her abilities and more about the raider. As I've said in the past, the design of this character and the rest tells you that the developers are not holding back on their anime inspired design in exaggerated proportions. That is one of the things that I love about this game. It reminds me a little bit of the Brink video game with exaggerated proportions, and I love that. Now, Ayana is what you would call a tactical demolitionist. Her entire kit revolves around setting traps for enemies and literally bending them to your own will. First is her weapon set. This is what you would consider a tactical grenade launcher. Instead of the instant explosion on impact, this weapon deploys proximity mines in the location. If enemies walk into it, then the proximity mine explodes. The more you level the weapon, you can increase your critical damage, and of course you can unlock other weapons as well. The good thing about Ayana's choice of weapons is that you don't have to track enemies or try to aim for them. Depending on the weapons that you have unlocked, Ayana can also anticipate a target by launching projectiles into the area where the enemy is headed. So that's one of the beautiful things about this character. The next one is her utility, which is going to be the anchor. This will let Ayana tether herself to an enemy. You can do this by holding the right bumper and then releasing it when it is ready. This is a tool that can be used to your best advantage in dire situations, and most especially that situation is going to be when the antagonist comes in. Antagonists are basically somebody who is a real player who can interrupt your progress or stop you from completing the objectives. These are other players who are dropped into the battlefield and their goal is basically just to destroy and ruin the party. You can picture them like Stalker in Warframe. And between the attacks from the enemy AI and trying to complete objectives, antagonists can become very problematic. Using Ayana's anchor lets her tether herself to the antagonist for an easy kill. The abilities and the actions of the antagonists are somewhat suppressed, and your squad mates can just run in and finish the job if they are a little bit closer. So that's one of the beautiful things about this utility of the anchor. Now of course, it doesn't just apply to the antagonist, you can use it on other enemies, and I haven't been able to successfully use it on a boss yet, but it is one of the beautiful things that you can do with her. Being able to slide into corners and hop makes her one of the best mobile characters in the game right now. Of course, one of the best that I have played so far. This also makes the next gear quite useful. Using the L3 button, you can drop more proximity mines in your exact location, and you can actually make that more effective and drop it as you move. This also means you can become difficult to take down if an antagonist or a different AI is following you. I've been able to stagger an antagonist just by dropping mines as I was running away, and this also made things easier as my other squad mates were able to swoop in and take them down. And this is one of the things that makes Ayana a tactical choice in most gameplays. Her style of play is not so much close or long range. Ayana is best suited for mid-range combat, and of course you can go into long range if you are in an elevated spot, like maybe you're standing on top of a stair or on top of a tower, then you can go long range because you can arc her weapons very well. There is no doubt that she functions more like a sniper in some cases, and that is one of the things that I think people will enjoy a lot about her. Now what you see Ayana wearing is what you can call a guerrilla outfit. The outfit reminds me a little bit of Stella Guerrera from Star Wars, which is Saw Gerrera's sister. Ayana's playstyle also favors her a little bit, which is why I enjoy playing her a lot. Anyways, that's Ayana. That is one of the beautiful things and one of the greatest characters in the game so far. I already told you guys she was going to be my main character to play with, and here we have it. Now a lot of people have spoken about some of the reasons why they have stopped playing Spacelords and one of the problems they had with the game. So we will be talking about how the developers can improve that in a later video, because This is a game that has a lot of potential, and I would love to see the developers succeed in the near future. Warframe has been able to succeed, and I will hope that Spacelords will succeed as well. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this review. I'll see you in the next one.